Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. This is Gunsmith, and we're actually smithing guns, which is kind of incredible to say and even suggest. But yeah, we're there. We've done it. This is our first setup. I don't even know what this is for. This is for the SA Mark 1. We've got the SA Mark 2 to make, which is the same, but I think with a silencer. It looks to be somewhat similar. We're definitely going to see if we can try and bring this one online. What is this? SA body? Huh. This is a slightly different body, I see. Alright, so we've got that. We've got a little bit of research to do, which is nice. Recycling as well. I haven't done recycling yet. What are we doing at the moment? We're doing a shotgun research. Okay, cool. So we'll do that. We're going to just progressively work through all of these different weapon manufacturing bits and bobs. We're going to hopefully keep production as high as we possibly can over here, and we can make as many SA MK1s as we possibly can. Yeah, but we're just gonna be rolling out more differing lines of production right now. Actually, we're gonna immediately start. I would anticipate, by the way, that this is probably going to be the penultimate episode. I think there's probably going to be one more episode after this, but I feel like we are just about to the point where we can confidently say, hey, we beat the game. We beat the flipping game. At the moment, given that it's still an early access title, there isn't really much of an end point per se. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear, and if it feels like the end, then we'll be at the end. Now, speaking of the end, it's gonna be the end of a whole bunch of machines if I don't get me some mechanics desks. I'm gonna hire a whole bunch of mechanics. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. And do we have a market manager here, actually? I think we do have a market man. We don't have a market manager. Okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. I mean, look, it needs to be a market manager. Market station. There we go. We need to have a market station here because otherwise we ain't gonna buy all of the we ain't gonna be able to buy all the stuff that we need to buy whenever we want to buy stuff. Okay. So, let's go to automation. Let's say, what is it? Is it steel? Steel and aluminum, as some people say. There we go. Less than or equal to. Excellent. Dupe this up. Steel block, aluminium. Boom. Turn automation on. Turn it down to 5 seconds. And that should be grand. That should be grand. It's going to be a little bit pricey every time we want to buy 100 materials, but frankly, I'm not particularly perturbed by that. Okay, let's open up the cookbook. Let's see what we've got in store for us. So, SA Mag, SA Slide. SA Mag, SA Slide, both manufactured here, so we want to leave that pretty much intact. Where do we manufacture the cylinders? We manufacture the metal cylinders over here, and at the moment, the SA barrel is what is being output here. However, we're going to want to output the SA silencer as well over there. The SA body is currently made right over here, and we actually want to heat that body up before processing it again into the body Mark 2. Right? So far, so good. Why would I line that up so poorly? But it's okay. I can fix it. Right. So, that goes in there like so. That goes in there like so. And then we basically just continue on down. Wonderful. Also, did I see something pop up? I saw something pop up. I don't know what I did see pop up, but we'll address in just a second. Was it research finishing by any chance? I think it might have been research finishing. It was indeed research finishing. Okay. You know what? Let's start with whatever the heck this thing is, an ST9. All right, let's go and do that over there. All right, nice. Demolish, and demolish for good measure, just to make sure that I've got 100% of an understanding about what the heck is going on. So this is going to output at speed 2. This is going to give us 1 metal cylinder. I mean, can we accelerate the output of this? I think we can, and I think that's probably what we want to do. We can only accelerate it up to a crafting speed of 1.1 seconds. Now, my reasoning for perhaps wanting to do that is that it would be good... It would be good if we could have a much more streamlined process. By that, I mean... Maybe it would be better just to have, like, a second area where, there we go, move that in there, move that in there. A second area where we have another hammer forge, which comes from, or the resources which come from here can work like this. Yeah, okay. So I think this is the best course of action here. Right, so we're basically just gonna make space for a brand new hammer forge. So this is gonna still make the SA barrel. Then we're gonna copy this. Copy this, excellent. Dupe this over here. Dupe, excuse me? I definitely clicked that. I mean, that is nice, but it's not exactly what I want. There we go. All right. Brilliant. Now it worked. Excellent. We are making money, by the way. Although, I've got to be honest, nothing really matters in terms of money anymore. We're real good in terms of money. We are real good. The thing that really matters, actually, is bullet production. I didn't really think that would be the case, but bullet production, Kevlar armor production as well, still a massive pain in the backside. I tell you what, I opened up a brand new factory making Kevlar armor in the last episode, which I know doesn't really matter. I'm just thinking, did I actually fix the issues with the blueprint? There's a little issue here with this blueprint. I just want to absolutely make certain that we are... I just want to make absolutely certain that we are getting enough resources out in order to make a whole bunch of armor, because it really doesn't seem like we're making all that much armor. Kevlar vest dried. Yeah, I mean, we are making a bit of armor, but it just... Let me see if I can just lower all of this. Lower all of this down. There we go. I know this is going to cause havoc with the machines, but that's okay. There we go. Take it all down to 1 second. So we'll manufacture it as quick as we possibly can. Yeah, and then we still have this issue here. We still have the issue with there not being enough supply. Right. Here's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Okay. I know. I don't really want to be stepping back in time and redoing all of this, because frankly, it just doesn't matter that much. But I do kind of want to make sure that we have enough resource coming in here. Right, so, real quick, let's throw this together. Throw this together, and throw that together. Output, Kevlar sheets. Excellent. Go. He's messed it up. He's messed it up tremendously. Goes in there, and that goes in there. Unpause. Wonderful. Okay. That needs to be added to some group. Man, this area is so complex. This area is so complex. And again, it would be really, really helpful if I could... assign multiple different groupings to different... or if I could assign more than 16 buildings to a single desk, that would be real nice. Anyway, this should make life just a heck of a lot easier. Should speed things up tremendously, actually. Yeah, I think that's going to make a big old difference. There we go. Okay, it's going to put a lot more strain on the system, but frankly, it's going to get us pretty much double the Kevlar vest output. So that's really what matters here. That really is what matters here. Now, of course, that's just one line. We could do it for the second line. I don't know. I'm not really that bothered about it, to be honest. I'm not really that bothered about doing it over here. I mean, to be honest, it wouldn't take that long. I tell you what, let's just do it. Throw it in there. I don't know what the heck happens. Again, I don't know how that bit of fabric got over there. Truly a modern day miracle. A modern day freaking miracle. Right. Boom. Okay, the blinding light is irritating. Right. You copy, paste, crafting speed, output speed. Okay, power on. There we go. Lower that to the bottom, and then that should be good. That should be good. Hold up. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. It's also highly amusing how sometimes the spacebar just works as a method of pausing the game. Other times, it just doesn't. It just doesn't do that. But anyway, that's fine. All right, what do we got? That is a really cursed image right there. I have no idea what the heck that thing is, but it's not what I was promised. All right, a CV-47. All right, so I guess that's kind of like an AK, but maybe not a copyrighted weapon. I don't know here. I have no idea. Anyway, that's going to increase our armor production. Again, I don't know why everyone is still so bothered about armor, but at least we're making cash, eh? At least we're making cash. Bullets as well. Bullets. Doesn't seem like we're making that many bullets. But to be honest, I'm not really bothered about bullet production. I just don't care about bullet production. It's, you know, that concerned a couple of episodes, but, you know, we've passed that point. We're now on to proper weapons. So that's what we're gonna do. He's gosh darn decided. Okay, back to this area. Metal cylinders. You need to instead be doing a silencer. Excellent. And I think that's like all of the changes that we need to make. It still needs to be anodized, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll need to follow the same recipe as, yeah, milled. Yeah, just needs to be heat treated, then anodized. All right, so grab me a desk. In fact, grab me 2 desks, because I think we're gonna need 2 whole desks. Recruit and assign. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Excellent. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hey! Right, power these both up, and we should immediately be pretty much ready to make the SAT-9 Mark II thing. Alright, cool. Alright, moving on. What do we got? We got the RG-870. Right, so what does this require? Components, a body, a pump, a stock, a barrel, and a top barrel. I mean, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think we've got the capacity to do just that. What the heck is the issue here? Oh, yeah. We need the SA Body Mark II. Did I see another thing pop up? Ah, yeah, this needs to make SK Mark II merged. There we go. Excellent. Good stuff. And the body should be coming through from over here. Right, okay, so the weird thing is that it's actually a very, very similar process. It's actually a very, very, very similar process for the shotgun. Which is fine. Okay. Make sure this is all copied. Yeah, okay, I'll go fix that in just a second. Just let me dupe this. Let me dupe this first. Right. Oh, I can't see what I'm flipping doing, can I? Disaster. Right, so, dupe that. Fix this up here. Yeah. If it's just boxing the weapon, I don't know why. I don't know why it just doesn't, you know, auto-correct. You know, it's the same. It's the same shape. So just stick it in the same box. I guess maybe it's a labeling thing. The label maker needs to be changed and updated. Anyway. Okay, so we got 3 areas, or 3 bits that rely on metal bar production. So this needs to be the RG something something body. Right? Excellent. And we're not actually gonna end up... We're not actually gonna end up using this area too much. Man, this is a dreadful bit of design work here. Right, so you can make the body. Excellent. You make the pump. Is it just gonna go into a big long line here? Is everything gonna use the milling machines? If that's the case, it's a little daft, but fine. Right, the gun components continue to be made over here from metal bars, independent of the rest. And then this area can be re-equipped to give me the barrel. RG something something barrel. And then this one can do the top barrel. What the heck is a top barrel? Alright, but I mean, look, if it works, right? Then it goes through the process of being hardened. This is only +2 heat levels, so we may actually need to do something about that. Yeah, okay, that's an interesting observation, to be honest. So that anodizes. Create a merged. There we go. Okay, we got the CV47. Nice, 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 nice. So yeah, how do we get a third bit of heating in here, and presumably a third bit of cooling? I didn't check, but if we heat it up 3 times, then you bet your bottom dollar we're gonna have to cool it down 3 times. Yeah, okay. That is the case. That is the case. Can we not just... It's the same bits that we're using. Can we not just anodize and heat at the same rate? Is that not possible? Interesting. Right. Let me see. Take this around. Okay, then we're gonna heat you up twice. Then we're gonna move this onto here. Okay, this is good. This is a bit puzzling, but we're gonna get there in the end. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about it. We're gonna get there. Right, then we're gonna cool down twice. It's a little jank, but it's fine. A little jank never hurt nobody. Okay, and then we're gonna cool down by 1, and then we're gonna go through here. It's more machines. It's more machines, but frankly, we can delete these 2 machines, so it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't actually matter as far as I'm concerned. Right, so this entire area should be equipped to just work, actually. Right, add a station. I know that I actually am going to need 3 stations this time. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. Turn everything on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, apparently I won't need 3 stations. Apparently I'm still absolutely grand with just 2. All right, well, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. I'm not anticipating any difficulties, but of course, immediately a difficulty is occurred. Okay, you should not be outputting that. You should be outputting metal bars. My B. My B, my B, my B. Uh-oh. What the heck happened here? How was that allowed to happen? All right, well, we got the metal bars coming in now, so that's not causing any problems. Yeah, that looks all good. Okay, so then we just need to wait for all of the items to make their way along the production line. Man, this looks good, doesn't it? This looks real good. This does not look real good. This does not look real good at all. Only 1 in every 2 bits is actually managing to get onto the line over here. Right. Okay, so that should make a difference, right? What about over here? I'm gonna make sure we've just got some backup over here to help shepherd all of the appropriate bits onto the line. But it should be fine. Okay, yeah, you're very, very grumpy. Look, I feel you. I feel you on that. Nobody likes working. It's one of the secrets that they don't tell you in school. Nobody actually likes it, but everyone has to do it. But you know what? At least you can now work in relative comfort. So that's quite exciting, isn't it? All right. Looking good. Anyway, going back to the shotgun line, how are we doing? Is there an issue over here? Ah. Wait, there shouldn't be an issue. There should not be an issue. This is not activated. What? 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 How the heck did that happen? Was it somebody that was super unhappy? Was it somebody that was super unhappy that ended up just sort of walking away from their desk? That's super weird. I guess. Okay, right, fine. Yeah, super weird. Super, super duper weird. Anyway, how are we doing over here? Any joy? Look at the size of these. Look at the size of these cases coming out. Well, that's just excellent. It doesn't seem like a very correct shape to stick through the boxing machine, but you know what? That's fine. And also, hasn't it already been boxed? Ah, who the heck knows? Who the heck knows? All right, notoriety-wise, we're doing good. Globe-wise, we're doing fine. Finances-wise, we're doing fine. I think I'm just accepting every single order. But the problem is that I don't think that there are enough orders coming through that just don't have bullets. Everyone's after the advanced type of bullets, which kind of makes sense. And I maybe could invest my time, efforts, and energy in making a few more. But the problem is that if I do that, then that means that I have to go and get, like, more factories. And if I have to go and get more factories, then that's just a little bit of a pain in the backside. I'm going to take that order, actually. Sure. I'm going to take that order, too. The reason that we'd have to go and get more factories is because we just straight up do not have the capacity to do any more bullet production anywhere, I don't think. Like, even this factory, I mean, maybe we could squeeze another belt in here if it was unconventional, but at this point, it's almost just easier to go and get another whole factory. You know? Right. What would we like to do? What would we like to do? I mean, there's obviously, you know, like, different things to research. Let's do this one. So at least we've got, like, one weapon from, like, every category, I guess. I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference, but at least that's a start. Right. Now. What I would like to do is I would like a big old blueprint. Thank you. Yep. So all of this, let's get this saved in the global blueprints. Shogun Blueprint. Sure. Shogun Blueprint, that's good enough for me. I'm happy with that name. Sign me up. All good. Okay. So, what can we currently make? Literally just the CV47. Now, the CV47 again requires components. Not a big deal. It requires mags, bodies, and top barrel, all made from the metal bars. Then it requires a barrel made from a cylinder, and then it requires wood block. Right. That's new. That's very, very new. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, you know what? Well, that's gonna be our next objective. I tell you what, I'm gonna see if we can try open a brand new factory up somewhere else. All right, you know what? Give me this. Give me this. Let's do this. Oh, the factory. Okay, the factories look exactly the same. The factories look exactly the same. I wonder if there was. I wondered if there was gonna be like a little American twist on the factories, having come from. Excuse me. What? Why am I not allowed to place the blueprint? Oh, it's because some stupid idiot has decided to. The stupid idiot, by the way, being me, has decided to have these flipping utility packs. That was very stupid. That was very stupid. Cataclysmically stupid, some might say. Alright, no worries. Alright, you know what? We've now got some extra utilities. Who the heck knew? Alright, so let's grab the cookbook. Grab the cookbook. Let's have a little look-see. So, it's a pretty easy conversion, to be honest. Gun component stays the same. This turns into... what? Mag? Yeah. So we got a mag over here. There we go. Then we do the body over here. Yep. And then we do the top barrel. A lot of scrolling. Top barrel over there. And then we have the barrel produced, the actual barrel. Right in there. This is taken offline, because it's not actually required. And then we have 3 additional milling machines, which add after the heating process. Although, to be honest, the heating process is going to have to be all taken out anyway, because of the sheer amount of heating. Because of the sheer amount of heating that we need to do. Right. Yeah. It's actually going to be easier to do. Actually going to be easier to do. There we go. And cooling. Cool down twice. Cool down twice. Easy. Right. So that's going to be all of the heating and the cooling. It needs to be added after the anodizing, so we're going to need to get it over here. Right? So we're going to need to get a wood dispenser, or 3 wood dispensers, actually. And then just get milling machines out the front of them. Yep. We can pack these a little bit tighter in, it looks like. Nice. Okay, so this actually fits quite well. Right, so then you need to be assigned stock. You need to be assigned forward stock. And the last one is the grip. Cool? Cool. Then everything gets stuck into here. I guess we can stick it in at the other slots. There we go. Wonderful. Looks good to me. Okay, so I think that we're ready to just start up production. Anodizing items. I think everything else has been set accordingly. You know, we're always going to have teething problems, but I think this is fine for a first little attempt here. Recruit and assign, recruit and assign. Let's work backwards this time. There we go. Oh, those need to be assigned wood, actually. Yeah. Haven't actually assigned them quite yet. There we go. Power up. Yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Fine. Power them all up. Let's get these assigned woods. Wood block. Wood block. And wood block. And of course, since I would otherwise forget, because of course I always do, because, I mean, why the heck do I still have to do this? I can't blueprint, by the way, in this area, which is a bit of a pain in the backside, because I feel like I always forget to faff around with... the various different amenities. Not to mention the fact that I don't actually care about the amenities that everyone has. But hey-ho. Okay, mechanic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Order manager, nope. Market manager, yep. Alright, market, boom. Nice. Okay, so I need aluminium block, 100, and 100. Okay. I mean, to be honest, it looks like this probably will be the last episode. I know that I said that this would be the penultimate episode, but I feel like, honestly, kind of done everything that we need to do at this point. Wood block, 100. Brilliant. Automation on. That there. Booyah. Alright, how much money are we gonna lose in just a second? About 30 grand. Nothing crazy. You know, we've pretty much done absolutely everything here, apart from, like, you know, research a couple more guns, but that's about it. And to be honest, the only difference really seems to be a couple more bits, and then, you know, different heating requirements for the heat treatment, the hardening. Other than that, it's all pretty standard. It's all pretty okay. This is not turned on. Who didn't assign this? Who didn't assign this? Wasn't me. Wasn't me, governor. Wasn't me. Alright, so is that working? Apart from the fact that we don't have any barrels. We don't have any mags either. How do we not have any mags? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Kinda doofed this one up, didn't I? Kinda doofed this one up. Okay, just give me this in there. Nice. And nice. Get this assigned. Boom. That in there. Excellent. Okay. So now we should be able to have metal bars coming out of here, I hope. Through the right place. Aluminum block. We ain't got no steel. We ain't got no steel coming through here. Okay. Duplicate. I cannot for the life of me see which side of this dispenser is a door. There we go. Alright. Don't know where the arrow disappeared to for a while, but we got it back. Okay, no more workstations. Ugh, okay. Just a pain in the backside, isn't it? This game is going to be so good. This game is going to be so good, it just needs something, you know? It just needs something that it ain't quite got yet. If you'd like my advice on whether you should pick this game up right now, no. It's the answer to that. The answer to that is no. Don't do it. Hold on a little bit. Wait until all of the issues have been worked out. Wait until they change the line management system, because it's frankly ridiculous at this moment in time. Wait until all of that's fixed and then pick it up, because I suspect, I really do. I'm very, very positive about this game. I've had a joy of a time. It's been really, really great. I really do dig the sort of real production line vibe. I kind of like that. You know, I kind of love that there is a mechanic for parts falling off the line, and if they fall off the line in some place, then, you know, you're in trouble. I kind of like the way that all of the parts have physics. I like the way that they just sort of roll through everything. It's very cool. It's very cool. It's very satisfying to watch. However, it's just not quite there. It's just not quite there in terms of ease of play. The good news, however, is that yeah, we are making yet another type of weapon, which is very, very cool indeed. Can't say that I'm too displeased with that. And at the moment, is that every single type of weapon that we have unlocked that we're manufacturing? It is. It is. I feel like I should be a lot richer than I actually am, by the way. If I was making NATO bullets, then we'd be fine. We would be. I mean, yeah, pretty much everyone is after bullets. Yeah. Yep. And it's all of the different advanced types as well, which I only made a couple of lines. Nobody's after 9mm, as you can see by the fact that we've got 3,206 in our stockpile. Speaking of a stockpile, I'm so bad at doing this. This also needs to probably be changed. But yeah, I need to consistently remember to put... stockpiles down. Otherwise, the boxes don't get collected, and then it's just a freaking disaster. Thankfully, I already did that over here, so we're not going... the resources aren't going to waste, which is very, very good. Otherwise, I would be very, very sad at that whole situation. Alright. I do like this, though. I do like the fact that it's got wood stocks as well. That's real cool. It's real cool. It's real nifty. Right, we got a lot of bits over here. Apart from components, we have nowhere near enough components. Okay, let's lower the output speed of this. Let's lower the output speed of that as well. Not entirely sure why it's taking us such a long time to get components made. Are these just... Oh, they're actually individual components. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I didn't realize that. But yeah, it looks like they are, like, unique individual components, which constitute the rest of the weapon. Okay, alright, you know what? I'll hand it to you, game. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So the components are actually all entirely unique. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, of course, the reason that it's interesting is that the shape has got an effect on how it manages to get onto the belts. Any wastage over here? Do we have any bits and bobs falling off? It doesn't look like it, to be honest. I think I've actually been pretty fortunate with waste throughout the vast majority of my time here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that there's too much stuff slipping off the belt. There was a little bit of an issue with the barrels that came through and ended up, you know, sliding off the edge for the SA pistol thing, Mark II. But that seems to have been rectified with the slightly smaller barrels here, I guess. I don't actually know. Anyway, what is it that we need? Do we need anything? Yeah, literally components. Literally the components. That is pretty much what we are after here. No way that we can adjust the output speed any further. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it, unless we want to sort of split a brand new line off. Right, how are we doing with the research? Probably... Oh no, we have actually just done it. Okay, so we've got the RFL MK1. RFL MK1. Well, let's do the RFL MK2 as well. Let's see if we can copy this. Yeah. Copy this. Copy this, copy this, copy this. I have no idea, by the way, what the recipe constitutes, but I'm thinking at least if we get it down, then we can worry about the specifics later. Okay. Alright. Move these bits. Nice. And then just copy this entire thing again. Right. Just a couple of quality of life improvements and this game would be exceptional. But, you know, it's got a tough field of competition, really, when it comes to good, decent factory management production line games. Little Big Workshop, I would say, is probably this game without the conveyor belts, but much more rounded, I would suggest. Alrighty, what have we got here? We have got the RFL MK1. Right, so we've got the components. We got the components set up over here already. That's grand. Metal bars, responsible for the stock, the body, the grip, the mag, the forward stock, and the top barrel. Wow, okay, so there's literally just the cylinder over here. How many layers of heating? 4 layers of heating. Okay, so we're perfectly equipped. Perfectly equipped. RFL cylinder. RFL cylinder. RFL barrel, not an RFL cylinder. Right, so throw that in there. So then we need... Okay, so how many metal bars do we need? 2, 4, 6. We need 6 things that utilize metal bars. Right, so I'm going to demolish this. I'm going to demolish this. And then I think I probably just want to copy and paste this setup that we've got here. Yeah. Nice, so we dupe that. Dupe that over there. Are we going to have the space to do another one of these? I feel like the answer is yes. We might just have to be creative about it. And indeed, we are creative. We can do it. We did it. Okay, so that should be 6 milling machines right there, which we can assign to do pretty much whatever we want. I just need to make sure that this operation works accordingly. There we go. That in there. Okay, looks like I've eyeballed it actually pretty well. This ends up working out really, really nicely. Of course, it's going to be a nightmare to assign all of these machines to desks, but that's fine. Right, so let's do barrel. No. Body, yes. Barrel is the only circular component here. Forward stock. Mark 1 grip. Mag. Rear stock. Or just the regular stock, I guess. And then the top barrel. So I think if we assign all of this, it should just work. Actually, hold the phone, hold the phone. It won't actually quite yet, because of course we need to make sure that we adjust this into that, this into that, and then that over there. Alright, we're definitely gonna need three desks. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. We need 3 desks. Recruit and assign, recruit and assign, recruit and assign. Okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. We don't need any wooden input this time, which is kind of nice. Turns out we do definitely need 3 desks. Cool. Right, turn on, turn on, turn on. Is it just gonna work? Is it just gonna work just like that? Flawless execution? I can dream. I can dream. Just work. Just work. I mean, honestly, this feels good. This feels really, really good. There we go. Okay, we got another really, really squished picture of a rifle, but that's okay. We're also down to a mere 1.3 million in the bank, which is a bit disappointing, but, you know, just know that I could rectify that if I wanted to. I could, if I wanted to, just decide to make a whole bunch of bullets and then, you know, call it a day there. But no. No siree. Available orders, what do we got here? I saw somebody was actually... Yeah, you need to be immediately accepted. Also, are we not making TNT anymore? Like, what the heck happened to that? I'm gonna accept this one as well. Yeah, what the heck happened to TNT? Hold on, let me just go back to our chemical factory just for a second, because... Yeah, okay. What the heck is up with that? It shouldn't be... Shouldn't be a production of 1? We got a market manager over here. Yeah, this is fine. DT and S. MT and S. Yeah, fine. I don't know what the issue is here. Right. There we go. Okay. Change that around a little bit. See if that makes any difference. No idea if it will, but fine. We've got plenty of capacity. We've got loads of... We're fine. We're completely fine. We are completely fine here. And I don't understand why it's not showing as us having a whole bunch more resource. Because we should be making a lot of stuff here. We should be making an awful lot. And yet, we just ain't. Is it a storage issue? Is that what the problem is? Have I... Look at how high we can build the shelves. How cool is that? It's not a worker resting issue. It's not a mechanic issue. It's not an access issue. I mean, truly, this is an excellent factory. It's looking real good. It's looking real good. I'm really happy with it. It just should be producing a lot quicker than it actually is, but it just ain't, and I don't understand why. Right, let's travel back in time, or back across the pond, I should say. Not necessarily back in time. All right, have we got a RFL MK1 merged? Yes, we flippin' do. Yes, we flippin' do. We've got a couple of them. Weekly factory report, production value, running cost. Okay, but that doesn't do total value of all factories. Yeah. That's fine, but daily factory production that gets delivered to the main inventory. Is there something that I missed in the chemical factory that means that the resource isn't delivered to the main inventory? Okay, let's head back there just for a second. And then let's have a little look at orders and see how much TNT we actually have according to the orders. We have 120 now. Is it just that I'm making TNT so fast that perhaps we're just clearing the orders too quickly to even notice? Or perhaps there is some sort of an issue with delivering to the main stockpile and it only happens every week or so. It's not super quick, you know. I appreciate there needs to be 20 sticks before it can be officially boxed up and shipped away to the main stockpile, but that still seems a little bit ridiculous that it's taken this long. Same with Kevlar armor as well, actually. I wonder if the fact that we're not constantly supervising in this factory means that it only operates at a certain level of production. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, because that's a lot of... It's a lot of TNT. That's a heck of a lot of TNT, and we've just completed an order, which is nice. Don't know how much we got for it, but yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, what's our reputation? What's our reputation looking like? Our reputation with the UK and the US, very, very good. UK reputation 347, and with the US it's 337. How did we end up with a higher reputation with the UK than with the USA? I don't know. German government also likes us, 254. Everyone else, not a huge fan. Not a huge fan at all. Not a huge fan at all. We do accept every single order, so, you know, we supply without judgment, which is very, very poor policy, I would suggest. But at the end of the day, it's alright. Sure. Can I just, like, accept absolutely every order? Because I'm actually pretty confident. I'm actually pretty confident that we can deliver most of them. Given time, of course. Given time. I'm also just curious to see what the heck happens here. Because I do think we are, yeah, I do think we are able to deliver all of them. BM4, definitely can't do that. Definitely can't do that. But that's okay. I also want to see what happens when we get our new orders. What will happen? Will we get given more than one order? Also, what the heck is up with this lighting? It's just ridiculous. I do like the chemical factory the most out of all of the different factory blueprints that we've got. It's certainly the most clean, the most my style. For sure. Look at this. The TV only plays the same gosh darn cartoon over and over again. Literally the same thing. All right, so finances, manufactured product, factory output, we are good. One thing that I didn't really do over the course of this playthrough, but also it's kind of just not even, it's not even a problem really, was that I didn't really use intermediate items. So I didn't have any intermediate items actually. How do I see here? Intermediate items. There is a way that I can export intermediate items by using the intermediate boxing medium, which is fine. It just also doesn't really seem to make much of a difference, or at least, you know, from my perspective, I didn't really think it was worth investing altogether too much time in. But we could perhaps in the future maybe think about boxing up different plastic parts and having, you know, like a factory which only does chemicals. I mean, there is a thought maybe that I guess if we wanted to optimize further, we could have all of our chemical operations in a chemistry factory, right? Because a chemistry factory or a chemical factory, whatever the heck it's referred to as, yeah, machine discounts for chemicals, 25%, machine prices 25%, utility discount 25%. It's not much, but at least it would make a difference. The thing is, for bullet production, this is bullet production over here. For bullet production, there is a chemical element. It is small-ish, but that's a chemical machine. That's a chemical machine. That's a chemical machine, and that's a chemical machine. So if we could put all of these bits... That's not a chemical machine. So we could put all of these bits in a chemical factory and then just whap on a intermediate boxer. Then we could actually produce at a slightly better cost. But, I mean, not that much of a better cost. Like, it wouldn't really make that much of a difference. But it would make a difference, nonetheless. Okay, so we got a couple of additional orders, which is not, you know, not insignificant. Not insignificant at all. BM4. We definitely cannot manufacture the BM4. That's just not a thing that we can do. Not a thing that we can do at all. I guess we'll accept that. We got loads and loads and loads of active orders, mostly just because... I mean, I just don't care. We've done a pretty good job. We unlocked absolutely everything with the exception of, like, what, three guns. And then I think that's everything else in the tech tree researched. Again, with the exception of the recycle bin. A bin that restocks any item that falls in it back to the inventory. Which, to be honest, doesn't even matter because we don't have any sort of like insertion of advanced items onto the inventory anyway. So we could, you know, we could build like a dispenser and then have it dispensing, you know, a box of finished .545 A rounds, whatever. We could do that. We could do that if we wanted to. And if we used our intermediate stockpile again, that would make this process a little bit more worthwhile. But for the moment, I just don't really think that it's worth it. I just don't really think that it's worth it. I'm just not super really interested in giving that the time. I also didn't faff around with this flow cross system at all because, frankly, I've made sure to lay out all of my belts with, you know, with an awareness of space in mind. Although this thing does look like it would be kind of cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it, actually. It's an interesting one because you know you'll remember in the first factory that we had. In fact, I'll go back to the first factory. It's funny how we were in that first factory for like 6 episodes, and then suddenly we're inside 10 factories. Again, the good lighting is only in the first factory, which is obscene, but whatever. Yeah, it's only in the first factory that we actually have an element of verticality. The rest of the factories were either built with this blueprint, which has got elevated belts in, or just doesn't have any belt raises or belt decreases. We just don't have that, and purely because I just don't think it's that worthwhile. The legs just get in the way of absolutely everything, and it just causes an absolute nightmare later down the road when you try to work out staff access and all of that stuff. Speaking of staff access, we didn't really do much staff access, but where we did do here and there, etc., it seemed to make a pretty substantial difference. I would like more of an excuse to make tall belts, and I would like more of an excuse to make, you know, staff walkways and stuff, because that is kind of cool. And to be honest, I think that there is a possibility that in the future it's perhaps more expensive to open subsequent factories. Because the thing is that if I just run out of space in one of the factories, I can just buy a brand new factory, whatever, 100 grand, 125 grand for a specialized factory. But I feel like it should probably increase in expensiveness the more factories you have, because that would be logical, and that would sort of try and incentivize perhaps a more efficient use of space, which I haven't really been super efficient with my use of space. I mean, we could definitely fit like another production line in there somewhere. We could probably fit, you know, another one over here, down the side here. You know, there's space over there, space over there. There's space if I clear these bits and bobs out. Also, what the heck is going on here? Excuse me? Excuse me? It's a disaster. It's an unmitigated disaster. Right, let's see if we can try and fix this up for old time's sake, eh? Nope, missed it. There we go. What is this? Is this gloves? This is crazily enough, this is fabric gloves. I was wondering where my glove production was going. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so do we have any intermediate products here? We don't have intermediate products. Where do our intermediate products go? Transfer items to global stock. Yeah, where do they actually go? Like, they're not in here. I have no idea where they go once they're in the global stock. Also, this machine actually isn't turned on, which is a bit of a crazy thing to say. There we go, turn it on. Now it'll work. Now it'll work. Yeah, so these final products are being taken out. They're definitely being exported somewhere. To where, though? Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. No, absolutely no idea. No idea whatsoever. Frankly, it doesn't even matter. Okay, so maybe I couldn't have done what I wanted to do with the whole chemical thing and, you know, making the gunpowder in one factory and shipping it across to another factory, because maybe it's broken, maybe it doesn't work, maybe I'm just too stupid to figure it out. Anyway, it doesn't particularly matter. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching this episode of Gunsmith. Thank you very much for watching this series. It's been a good one. It's been a really good one, actually. It's a really unique It's a really, really unique. It's a really great little title. I would hold off if I were you in picking it up because I think that you know there are a couple of necessary fixes that do need to be rolled out before this game is properly playable. Not to mention the fact that the lighting still looks kind of jack, but that's okay. I'm sure it'll get there. It's an alpha, it's an early access, so I'm sure we'll see improvements over the coming weeks, coming months, and coming years to the title. Anyway, thanks as ever to all of the support over on the Patreon page, patreon.com/openpotato. Also thanks to Banana, C Senpai, and Aurelio for being the three $25 plus tier patrons. Thank you very, very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.